Gemini.
Hello Gemini, this is your forecast for July 2015. Now we have 3 moons this month. We start off with the full moon here on July 1st. Then we have a second moon, which is the new moon on July 15th. And then we have a new full moon here on the 31st. So 2 full moons, that should bring a lot of things to the surface for you, for those things that you've been working for and that now can become harvested. So that's really exciting. But we're starting off here with you and your focus on the second house for money, income, and crunching numbers to see how you can balance out your financial situation. We have the sun, we got the new moon here, and we also have Mars. So Mars is your action. You're probably looking at things that you might be able now to purchase that can actually behoove something within the family. Mars is in Cancer, so it's money going towards family, but also those things that can nurture you yourself in your everyday life. The sun being in Cancer too brings out that nurturing energy within yourself. So it's going to be a month that's going to be a little bit more emotional for you than what it has been here just as of recent. And that is good. It's really catching up with your values, the things that are important to you. I see you expressing it. And then of course the new moon here on the 15th is the day you want to put down your intentions. Your intentions this month should be how to work with your financial income. So clearing out whatever you can, putting down your intentions for wanting perhaps to create more money, a better financial flow, for example. This is where you would like to have and hold your thoughts this month. Now, the month though starts off with a kiss from heaven, and that is Venus and Jupiter for their annual round. They meet up once a year. This will be on July 1st. So love and romance is what Venus is all about. And Venus, of course, also rules money, right? And Jupiter, big money. So this could be a very, very lucky day for you. Some of you might see that you can come to receive money. Others could perhaps be lucky to win something. Or it could also be you gifting somebody now. Also, these 2 aspects. For those of you at age of saying looking for marriage, this is the day of would be a wonderful day to get married or engaged or have some kind of love being professed here to you. So not only because Venus and Jupiter are conjunct, but then we have the sun, which is you, and Neptune, your highest goals, dreams here with Neptune is trine. So it's a beautiful first day of this month. Then we're looking at the second here, Mercury, your thoughts, your linear thoughts, your processing of your thinking, and Mercury being in your first house, which essentially is all about where you're at and how you're expressing yourself out to the world. There might be some unexpected news coming in, or news that you might be giving out here when it's 6th house here with Uranus. Uranus is in your 11th house for friendships, but also your hopes and dreams, or your affiliations with any groups and organizations. So there might be some news flash there that can be quite exciting for you. We're having on the 4th, Mercury and Jupiter also sextiling. On the 5th, we have Mercury and Venus sextiling. So you can see those whole first 5 days of the month. It's just back to back like this, and it just brings you off until new heights, feeling the excitement of Mercury really with integrity here, first to Uranus, then sextiling Jupiter, and then sextiling Venus. So whatever takes place there on the 1st, I feel that is what is going to escalate for those very first few days. I'd like to say perhaps that whole first week of July. So more expression and communications of love here on the 5th, 4th and 5th, I'd like to say. On the 6th, we got the Sun and Pluto. They're going to be opposing one another. So this is a day of intensity, of depth, processing through, letting go of something old in order to now open doors for the transformational energy of Pluto, which is coming in. And this will be between your 2nd and 8th house. So something financial, I feel, if it hasn't fallen into place by the 6th, you should have some news. Concrete news here on the 6th when this transit kicks in. On the 8th, we have Mars, your goals, your drive, your actions kicking in here with a beautiful trine to Neptune. So you're going to be in the pursuit of your dreams where you can really feel that you can take it up to new heights. And I love seeing you using this energy, Gemini, because why? I feel that over time that you've been building, all right, and collecting a lot of insights, a lot of hopes, thoughts, and actions that now can come out into reality. And whatever it is you do there on the 8th, watch for the 10th. If you are aiming for something on the 8th, you should be getting some feedback already on the 10th. That is when Neptune is going to bring by communication, so that could be a text, it could be a phone call, or some conversation, will actually lock in that dream for you on the 10th. Now, since Neptune is active here also this month, we're looking at Neptune in your chart, which is your 10th house, so it's career-based as well. But the 10th house is also those goals that you are striving towards. It's your midheaven. Okay, so I feel here in this area, it's going to be very active for you. And on the 13th and 14th and 15th, just as the month started out really smooth, really wonderful, you might, for those of you taking vacation at this time, you'll have a harmonious time, but then be prepared to start working, because between the 13th and the 15th, we have first the Sun needing to make some kind of change or decision. That is the Sun squaring off on Uranus. Then we have Venus squaring off on Saturn, definitely a decision to be made here. And then the 15th, we have Mars and Pluto opposing one another. Now Mars is in your 2nd house and Pluto in that 8th house. So here we go again. You had something going on the 8th, whatever that was, pay attention. The 6th, that's the Sun and Pluto opposing each other. Here we have Mars taking action on what was initiated on the 6th. So by the 15th, I'm feeling here that something now conclusive should come in. I see you kind of like cutting through, and this is going to open up a new door for new chapters coming in here, not just for the rest of the month, but in fact, it's going to be a whole year before these two are going to meet up, and that will be when Mars is conjunct Pluto, a year from now. But whatever it is now that you're harvesting, I'm feeling it could be something that you started a year ago. All right, it takes 2 years to go around. Now on the 18th, we have Venus is changing signs, so it's moving out of Leo. It's been a time of playfulness. It's been a time of joy. Venus in Leo is always very expressive and childlike and just happy-go-lucky. Well, now it's time to focus more on the details of your day-to-day life, as Venus is going to be moving through Virgo. That's on the 18th. We tend to become a little bit more responsible, a little bit more focused on what it is we're doing whenever we have any directions going through Virgo. That is the structure within us. On the 21st, the Sun and Saturn node, great aspect. This is going to secure ground or give you some roots. The Sun here in your 3rd house with Saturn, which is in your 6th house. So this has to do with your day-to-day routine. Maybe you're going to commit to a promise to yourself to look out for your health, maybe perhaps a little bit better. Maybe signing up for the gym, wanting to get in shape, so it's not just all the mental energy that's going through, but bringing the body also into shape. 25th, we have Mars and Uranus. This is a square, So you can probably come to expect the unexpected. Maybe there might be something that can create either a delay or having to take a rain check on whatever the situation would be for you. It's relatively fast moving, but for those days, just around the 25th, you can start feeling it on 24th. The aftermath there on the 26th, 27th, it's a little bit rocky, but not bad because you're still, surfing this beautiful wave that you started earlier there in the month. And then we're getting close to the end of this month here, Gemini, and that's Venus is going to turn retrograde, okay? So it is already now into the sign of Virgo, so you've been able to kind of dip in there for about a week's time, and then it's going to retrograde and then move back into that of Leo. But before it does, you're going to have the time to actually put down a few roots of that Venus in the 4th house, which is family. It's who you are on the inside when nobody's watching, okay? Your own inner foundation. It could also have to do with property as well. So you may start off something, and then the retrograde is going to take you back into that 3rd house of where it has been now for these last for this last month, should I say, and give you extra ample time to kind of wrap up whatever loose ends may be there, and back into Leo, so you get more of that Venetian fun with playfulness of Leo. So we have another retrograde too, and that is Uranus on the 26th is going to turn retrograde in the area of hopes, dreams, your friendships, your circle of friends. It's the business also that you may be working through. Groups and organizations, you might just see how this area, your networking might slow down here for the next few months, but that's good. Gives you a rest, Gemini, because having Uranus in this house, especially for you, who's such a great communicator and networker, you've probably been on full steam all along now for the last half year. So it will give you a little bit time to step back, process some of those wonderful things that has taken place before you start up again here in around 4 to 5 months from now. So, and then of course we have the full moon here at the very end on the 31st. And so that will be 7 degrees in Aquarius, which for you will be in your 9th house. So this could be a great time. Maybe you're vacationing. 9th house is always about those long distance traveling and meeting people in faraway places. So having the full moon there, well, that can be very romantic too, right? So listen, enjoy this month of July, Gemini, and have a good one, and see you next month. Bye now.